thing on the woo!
So you see how we do it here on Saturday. This is what it's going to stop.
Whoa, you put that thing on the woo!
So you see how we do it here on Saturday. This is what it's going to stop.
Wow. The ritualistic behaviors, the putting girls in suitcases.
So Beyonce is going through it right now because of Blue Ivy. Turns out she discovered a terrible final message in her room. According to reports, Blue's been thinking about things ever since the Epstein papers became released. And no, that's not a random coincidence. Apparently Blue was pulled to the terrible island by her own father. And now that the whole world knows everything about it, she can't handle it. B's enraged, unwilling to believe the reality that her own daughter was exposed to such filth. But Jay, on the other hand, doesn't appear to care at all. He came up for the Super Bowl last week along with Blue and Ivy, and nary a worry in sight about the current talk around him and Blue. The family appeared like they were having a nice time, but the internet knew what was up. They felt Jay was using his kids to make a statement about how he was above the law in light of the Epstein charges. And if you think it's a stretch, then how about the fact that Jay was at the event with Jack Dorsey, who was wearing a t-shirt that stated Epstein? Now, it seemed like the greatest smack in the face, an obvious mocking of how he was untouchable despite the evidence against her. But the most awful aspect, Jay made Blue a part of the procession, and it's honestly not the first time he brought her into Epstein's sick world either. And no, that's not a random assertion, that's a fact. Jay's really referenced in the Epstein files.
You gonna hate me for this one. Oh. Jay-Z, Pharrell, Diddy.
Damn!
Beyonce was found in the Epstein files, giving up to 16 of her fetuses for Epstein.
This most dangerous game, as they referred to it, was a matter of human hunting. And when a mind-controlled slave such as myself was stripped of clothes and turned loose in the woods.
His participation in Epstein's vile enterprise became uncovered owing to a tip to the FBI back in the day. According to the records, an unnamed victim phoned in, stating that back in 1994, she was subjected to unfathomable brutality at Epstein's hands. She would often be violated during his gatherings. Things only got worse in 1996 when an unknown guy, one most probably hired by Epstein, snatched her from her house. The victim opened her eyes to discover Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z looking down at her. Both of them began to do awful things to her. Unfortunately, it wasn't a one-off incident. Over the following...
This is the one that I hate the most.
Yeah.
Because this one scares the shit out of me. Because the fear of, we talked about this yesterday with Roger Avery, the fear of these like literally demonic human beings that are running the world and don't give a fuck about human lives and enjoy watching people being tortured, enjoy watching people killed, participating in ritual sacrifice of people, and they do it in order to show that you're a part of a team and you're... We know that has always historically been a real thing, and it's been something that you look at in history, you go, God, it's so sick, it's so twisted, it's so disgusting, and everybody wants to think, thank God that's not happening now. But then...
And the reason it's become a global story now is because Elon has snapped many people from their inertia on this by amplifying so many horrific details that people may otherwise not have known. And that's where Tommy Robinson comes in. People may or may not know my views on Tommy Robinson. I think he has a long, very ugly record of brazen race baiting. In my opinion, a very open and transparent hatred of all things to do with Islam and consequentially most Muslims. But whatever his motives, and remember, this guy's been to prison 3 times now for a multitude of crimes and is in prison right now, nothing to do with the rape gang scandal, but everything to do with his sickening...
Jeffrey Epstein is a blood-drinking, child-raping, child-eating devil worshiper. And I say is, even Jesse Waters last night did a great job encapsulating it all. I'll get to it 4th hour. That 2 jail guards said they saw him living in a wheelchair, chained up, leaving. They brought out a fake dead body under a tarp for the media. That's in the official Epstein files. DOJ, the U.S. attorney, deputy U.S. attorney said it's a murder investigation. We believe he was killed. Then there's video of a guy who looks like Epstein going out the fire escape right before it all happens. They did a head count. There was one less than was supposed to be that night. They turned the cameras off. They sent the FBI in to erase all the cameras hours after he died. That's in the testimony. Confirmed. I think Epstein's still alive. Now, maybe he thought he was getting down. Oh, yeah, you're escaping. And Hillary Rodham Clinton's brother looks just like Epstein. They're all sort of saying, oh, he died 2 weeks before. If you look at the guy they later showed on the stretcher, it looks like him, the ears, the face, everything. So they just brought another dead body. So regardless, folks, this is all unraveling in live time. And Fox News is reporting stuff now about 2 weeks after we do. I love it. I mean, they're doing 7-8 minute segments that looks like we'd produce them, but even better production. And I'm just loving it. Because you cannot deny this. Then they got another dead body. They did break bones in. 2 different coroners looked at it and said the bones are broken in 3 spots. It goes on and on, folks. It's unbelievable. You have to understand, I'm supported by you. Not by Qatar, not by Israel, not by the U.S. government. By viewers and listeners like you. When you go to realalexjones.com, you get discounts even bigger than our main shopping cart, thealexjonestore.com. When you go there, you can get our new pure atomic iodine, the very best. What a game changer. Iodine deficiency is one of the main causes of mental illness, low IQ, you name it. We have the best. Nobody has this pure. T3 just came out. It was stronger than our last formula. It was so popular at realalexjones.com. And a wide selection of Patriot apparel, the best methylene blue, you name it, at realalexjones.com. And that's what keeps us on the air. This first round is selling out quick, so secure your T3, the ultimate, strongest, cleanest, atomic, doesn't mean radioactive, but on the atomic table, pure iodine at realalexjones.com. God bless you all. 9 years ago, we were the first and still the only supplement company to bring you atomic iodine. That doesn't mean it's radioactive. It means it's on the atomic chart. Pure iodine. You have to have a DEA license to have it because if you watch Breaking Bad, you know what you can do with the raw stuff. But by the time we sell it to you, it's been put into an organic glycerin, it's legal and lawful. Now, there's a lot of great iodines out there, but they're all bound to other elements.
Watch what happens when leftists get hit with fact over fact.
You really are, Alex. Good-looking young lady. I know you've been told that, but isn't she a pretty...
What a tough gig that must have been, huh? His entire job consisted of saying, "Take a look at this," which is what he used to say to Mary-Kate Olsen in her dressing room.
There is nothing more interesting to adult men than the development of an adolescent female. We are hardwired to recognize that.
A lot of sexual energy that is oozing out of that little girl. She can't possibly manage that kind of sexuality.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
I just got to neck Justin Bieber and grab his butt.
I saw that you totally, it was like a full-on almost makeout session.
A little cougar scary, yeah. But I took the opportunity in the window, considering I'll never get to do it again, and kind of molested him.
By yourself?
You're British?
I identify as white British. How would you identify yourself?
Why identify yourself as white British?
I'm just questioning. If you don't want to answer, that's fine.
All right, can I speak?
I'm just saying.
I just want to give you an opportunity to stop this.
Stop what?
To stop the unlawful search.
It's not an unlawful search.
It is an unlawful search. It will be an unlawful search.
That's fine. You can query that all you want. It's my belief that it's a lawful search, and for that purpose...
Okay, can I ask for hang on. Can I ask for a neutral gender officer to search me?
Would
you prefer to be searched by myself?
I need a neutral gender.
A neutral gender?
Yeah.
What do you mean by
neutral?
that?
Neutral.
What do you mean neutral?
Neutral gender.
What do you mean by neutral?
That's what I mean.
Don't say you don't know. So if you're the one requesting that...
I'm requesting a neutral gender officer to search me.
Okay, what do you...
You don't know what that means?
What do you mean by that? Everyone has different interpretations, okay?
That's what I'm requesting. I am requesting on its own record.
And what do you mean?
I'm requesting a neutral gender officer to search me.
Like a female officer or a male officer?
A neutral.
Neutral?
Yes.
Okay, if you don't specify male or female, you just get searched.
I need neutral. Okay, I need to tell you one more thing because it looks like you're getting a girl for it.
So 5 years ago, I was invited to the island of St. Bart's. A friend was dating a really wealthy tech guy, and it was some other even wealthier tech guy. I was told he was a billionaire. It was his birthday party, and I was invited. This girlfriend of mine, who is no longer my friend, had texted me before I arrived along the lines of, "I'll be curious to hear what you think of so-and-so." He is no longer with his girlfriend. I think the words she actually used, which is so strange.
Hillary Clinton has now finished answering questions in the recent Epstein test.